post when I walk to Aqua Riva in the mornings, and I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. But every morning in my mind I high five this post because it's still there.
I know, but that turtle is really bright green and it calls a lot of attention to itself.
I mean, I think that Portland's really respectful. I really hope so, man.
I mean, my expectation is to see its head knocked off, you know. That's what I expect.
It would be really easy. It would be really easy.
Somebody just with your hand. If somebody decided they wanted to just smack it,
I want the head.
You could break it.
People are that mean, but we'll hope for the best.
We'll just see. I don't know. That's part of it, though. You know, I mean, the turtle is the turtle, but the whole.
Are you gonna do like a daily picture of the turtle or something?
No. That would be cool.
Maybe
but I don't go up that direction
very
often. I mean, I don't go up that direction every day, and I don't know that I'd make a point of going up. And I kind of have to sort of disengage from it in a way to let it be up there, because I get attached to shit, you know. And I don't know that I want to drive by it every day and get all that much more attached to it.
You were attached to your note.
It's still there.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know about
It's
that
on the
one.
Devil's.
It's on the, what is that?
Devil's Lounge. It's right on
It's Devil's
the
something.
Ross Island Bridge.
Yeah, it's right on the east end of the north end. I don't know. East end of the Ross Island Bridge. Right on the side.
Yeah, he has got a note there.
It's been there since October. Through snow and wind and rain. Huh?
What does it say?
Oh, it just explains how someone should surround Ross Island with a floating walkway.
Dude, that reminds me of the Big Idea project. Next year, I've only talked to like a couple people about this. You and Jessica and were the only people. But I want to get a group of artists together that have ideas that are far too big for just themselves to complete. And then we'll have a gallery that's a showcase for them to show their ideas.
And then there's some kind of, hey, what's the dog doing there? What the fuck was that?
Dog. Sona. She wanted more attention than we were giving her. Come here.
Come on.
Alright, what were you talking about?
Yeah, you were talking about the Big Idea, and then isn't there some form of voting or something?
Yes.
Pick an idea and then.
So everybody shows their ideas, and the guests that come in, they look at everybody's ideas and they get to vote their top 3 or whatever. And all of the artists get a vote on their top 3, and then the one idea that gets the most votes, all of the artists that were part of the gallery get together and work on that idea and make it come to life. Hell or high water. excited about it. I think it'd be a really good idea to be a part of a really big project with a lot of amazing fucking artists. So we talked about the turtle. Yesterday I spent a lot of the day in my dark room. I got 30 prints out, which was a really big accomplishment for me. There are 3 pictures, 5 big prints that are 8x10s, 5 little prints that are, I think they're 5x7. So this is the difference, big, little.
Just ran the paint out.
3 pictures, 5 big, 5 little of each, so 30 prints. I mean, that's really good. I asked my friends on Facebook to tell me which pictures I should print. One person said that I should print the bookshelf, so I did, and I gave him a print of the bookshelf. And then Christopher told me that I should print the picture of the 104th Street sign, drive-in sign.
It's on Powell, just north of the 205.
So I did that, and I gave him one. And then we visited Dawn tonight, my friend Dawn, who we'll have an interview with soon. And I gave her one of those, a big print. And then Dylan, I gave one of the ones of the reflection of the trees. I'm just trying to give as many people prints as possible.
Yep.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, no.
Why, like, you were talking about the reason that you're just giving art away.
Well, I mean, it's really not about the art. I mean, it's about the art. People want to know the art. They love the art, right? But I think it's also about somehow, some way getting your name.
They have to like the art, and they have to like the artist, and they have to be one of the same, and that's how you create collectors. If they like
And
I
don't know that there's a formula of. I don't know that there's a formulaic ratio to character to art. I mean, I think that the two sort of, like, I think that sometimes a wonderful character will sell art that doesn't necessarily, you know what I mean? Like, Andy Warhol's a great example of an artist who got a lot of flack from the art community, you know, and was hated by a lot of people, and yet he just kept producing his shit. He just kept putting it out there, and putting it out there, and putting it out there, and he'd show up to parties, and he'd wear these flamboyant wigs, and he was always this big character, you know, so, and he was doing all kinds of different stuff, and was it good, or was it bad? Who knows? Who cares? Everybody knows who he is.
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that the point? As an artist, you want to create and express something about your age and the world that you live in, you know, that people recognize and identify with, and at the same time,
do you want to become iconic?
You're what?
Do you want to become iconic? Like, that's a big word.
No. I don't. That's not something that I can have any control over at all. What I do have control over as an artist is the amount of work that I put out, you know, what kinds of work I put out, and how I put it out into the world, you know, and who I want to be, who I am. I think who I am is as important as any art that I put out. And so I kind of have, that's where I'm at, is I am who I am, and how do I get that out into the world? And also, you know, I have to be producing art. And even if I have only the time that I'm driving in the fucking car, I'll fucking produce art. You know what I mean? If that's all I've got, I'll figure out how to do it.
If the only camera is the one I have on my phone, I will still fucking take pictures. It's part of me. I have to do it. It's like a fucking addiction. I have to record the fucking happenings and beautiful things in my life.
It's frustrating, you know? I wish that I had hour after hour to sit at home and just create stuff. I wish I could sit in a studio for 8 hours a day and just work on this project that I
wish that I had yesterday, because I spent all day yesterday in my dark room and I was on a roll. But I